Hello everyone, I'm day weather meteorologist Don Day with your Public Lands Council weekly weather update for this October 7th, 2023. Welcome to the new month of October. After a very mild, for the most part, pleasant September for most of the western United States, we're now shifting gears. A reminder, this is being brought to you by WSR Insurance Services Incorporated and Ag Risk Advisors. As we take a look at what we're going to see here during this first full weekend of October and into the next week, we're going to see fair weather this weekend into early next week for a large part of the nation. Large part of the central and western United States will have fair weather. Really not much going on. It will be cooler. A little hint of fall will be in the air, a little frosty, but nothing significant. Now, the Pacific Northwest will start to see some cooler weather move in by Monday. That's a storm system that will be diving in from the Pacific. That Pacific Northwest system will then move southeast into the central and northern Rockies and central and northern high plains by mid next week. So right around the middle of next week, we are looking at a chance for some areas of showers, chances of thunderstorms, and snow. Snow chances will be a possibility, especially in the higher elevations of the central and northern Rockies. Something to kind of keep an eye on as we get to the middle of next week. We're getting into the time of year where these storms get colder, a little bit stronger, and a little bit more productive in terms of the weather they can produce. Now, over the last week, we have seen more weather over the west, some nice rain, and some high mountain snows, especially in these areas here over the last 7 days. Also across the northern plains, New Mexico, parts of Texas. This area needed some rain, got some more. Now, we don't expect a lot coming over the next 5 days. Temperatures very warm in the Midwest, cooler than average along and west of the Divide. This is about the third week in a row we have seen this similar pattern. Generally speaking, the Great Basin, the West Coast, the Pacific Northwest has remained cooler than average, and that's the way it's been for most of the summer, while the heat and the warmth in September really focus in the central and the eastern areas of the United States. What's coming? Well, this high pressure ridge is going to develop and control the weather pattern. There'll be a few showers with the onshore flow along the coast of British Columbia and the Pacific Northwest, but sunny skies over a large part of the western United States will be found this weekend into early next week. The wet, stormy weather will be up here in the Great Lakes, New England, and the Northeast. But this is where things begin to change. After this surge of cooler weather, you can see the cooler temperatures on Saturday today all across the central and eastern United States. A real taste of fall as Canadian air comes in from the northwest. But by the middle of next week, we're going to see an area of low pressure come off the Pacific and into the central Rockies. The end result will be areas of rain and snow for parts of Montana, Wyoming, Idaho, Colorado, Utah, maybe even up into the Dakotas. This system needs to be watched as it could be a rather significant weather maker for the central and northern Rockies if all things come together right around Wednesday and Thursday of next week. So we have kind of two patterns, a sunny, warm, dry, pleasant one for several days. Then towards the middle of next week, it's the livestock interests, outdoor interests, hunters, travelers. You'll want to watch for this change in the weather towards the middle of next week across the Intermountain West and the Western High Plains. You can see that in the precipitation right here. There's going to be a good amount of moisture with these showers, and some of these showers will be, yes, in the form of snow. Look at the mountains of Colorado and Wyoming and Utah here. There could be some significant snow up high and maybe some even reaching the plains with that colder weather. Our next update will be the 14th. Have a great week ahead.